It's day 890. I am now back in the seat of the combine and we are going to go and cut some beans. We're going to cut over the railway today because over the railway we don't get gaps in the tracks for crossing very often on a weekday because of the trains. There's so many of them. But with it being a bank holiday, we're hoping that the train timetable is similar to a Sunday. So we've got more gaps to cross, or maybe they might even be on strike because they've been striking so much recently. So hopefully we'll have a trouble-free crossings all afternoon to get these beans cut. About 44 acres the other side of the railway. They won't take much carting because they've done like what the other field of beans did the other day. They did what, a ton and a half? Not even a ton and a half. Sorry, got a little flap on my phone case that keeps coming down. Did I think 1.2, 1.3 tons. So 44 acres. We'll be lucky if there's over 50 ton really. So we'll see how we get on. Black Beauty's moving the header and we are off. Just get out that gateway if you can. Back end will swing round and catch the hedge. Ouch. Oh, he's got hold of the hedge, the fence. Hold on! Yeah. That's the problem with rear steer axles and barns in the way. So that's a little bit of fencing wire. As you know with this channel there's no outtakes, so that's made the edit. So this morning I've been looking at tractors that you convert into tractor pullers. We're on our way to the bean field and look at this. I've had to pull over to show you. It's a Class Xerion. Imagine how cool that'd look. Wrapped in black with a chrome stack and the engine tweaked to like 750 horsepower. Yeah, some of them have a Caterpillar engine. I think it's a C9 Cat engine. So does anyone know what they can be tuned up for? The ideal thing is you could use it as a farm tractor, but have like twin ECUs or two maps on it and flick it between just like a normal tractor, 350 horsepower or whatever, 400, and then up to like 750 for like limited runs, and then it'd be like a dual purpose machine, wouldn't it? It'd just be so handy. And then obviously it'd sound awesome if you put like a straight through exhaust on it, and it'd sound like them trucks and them Peterson trucks that was revving up the other day in the video. I think they're Caterpillar engines in them. There we go, he's crossing the tracks now. He didn't have to wait at all, which was good, but he did say it's normal timetable today, so it might hold us up. That guy there jogging through the field. There's a footpath. Oh, we scared the pigeons off. Ah, oh, hate pigeons. Eating the beans. There's my trailer coming around the headland. I'm quite pleased actually. I know I'm just going around this pylon. It's only reading 1.5, but in places these are reading 2 ton. It's a lot heavier ground over here, so it's obviously hung on to the moisture a bit better, or the fact that it's 4 or 5 miles of crow flies from the last field we cut. Maybe it got a shower of rain. It is in Rain Hill, so you would think that maybe this did catch a shower more than the other land did that we cut first, the first field that we cut. So the beans perhaps aren't going to be the disaster that at first thought. I mean, we want really over 2 ton, and I don't think this field will average over 2 ton if the headland's not yet. But yeah, I'm actually quite surprised really, and I'm quite pleased about that. Also turning around the bend as well. Just cruising now at 24.5 acres an hour. Just doing 1.7 tons, 1.8 here. We were just reading 2.1 a minute ago, which is pretty good, but this is a tram line, so that's probably not helping. I always go as quick as I can with beans, then you can see there's none on the floor. Let me slow that down. At 29 acres an hour and a 2.5 ton bean crop. That's how it always should be. I wish all the beans crop like this. It's obviously it's not going to average that because I mean it's just dropped to 2 ton already. But that was a clay hollow. Not a bean on the floor, which is what we like to see. Flex header's definitely helping there, and the belts on it, and a high forward speed. Tank's full, so just waiting for a trailer, so just jumped off, so we're going to see if we can find any losses underneath the combine. This is a stubble now, so we've got maybe one there. Oh, there's another. Very few though. I mean, some of these also could have shed before the combine comes into the crop. Especially as there's a flock of pigeons down here before, looking at them, and took up from this end of the field. I'll just have a look in the crop whether there's any losses. Can't really see any. This is the last pass. Nothing really there either, I don't think. Can't find one. Oh, there's one. Minimal though for what would normally happen with a combine header, because normally, so this has got the belts on it, it's quite gentle, so it cuts it with a knife and it just falls in and gets along the belt to the middle, and then augers at the top spin quite slow and don't really use them. But a normal combine would have an auger like what's in the centre here. It's sort of like 1.5 metre auger. Would have one of them the whole length, and the knife would be a lot closer to it, so the beans would fall in, get hit by that, and then they spring out the front. So that's why I always go as fast as I can in the combine to sort of catch them. And obviously the belts help because they can fall in and then be right over there, not fall out the front, because you can see that they shed as soon as they hit the knife. This field, actually, just thinking about it, this was drilled with the horse drill. The other field was drilled with the Claydon. Maybe it's held its moisture a little bit better, although it was sumoed before we drilled it with a horse because it had been compacted so bad over winter. So we did have to give it a bit of a loosening. But yeah, they're doing all right, but I've completely put it down to the fact it's just probably heavier ground. This is why you need 360 horsepower on a trailer when you're cutting at 27 acres an hour at 9k. He's back. He's doing some filming for Fenland Farming Adventures. Follow on YouTube. I'll let you know when the video's out of him sat on the combine with me, just chewing the fat.
Two legends in one combine.
He's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So
yeah, we're trying to push hard on 1,000 subscribers. Thanks, Ollie. Most appreciated. Hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. See you soon. Cheers, guys.
So,
thank you.
Different type of farming. He completely flat where he is. He said all the land around there is really good veg ground. And he said years ago, when land was up for sale, the heavy clay ground, no one would buy it because it wasn't worth anything. But of course now that is worth something because it's the only kind of ground that they can build on around there. So he said everyone that bought it years ago as rubbish ground has now done all right selling it as building ground. Before anyone says it in the comments, this isn't the divider that caught the hedge before. This is one, the little latch inside there has snapped. Anyway, we've just got to put a bit of duct tape on it so it doesn't swivel on its own. It's they don't stay new for long, do they? Right, you get easy 18 ton on these trailers of beans, if not a bit more. We've had 4 full trailers off 44 acres, so it's not done 2 ton, but it's still better than the last one. Anyway, we want to cross the railway now. Andrew's dropped this trailer at the next field, ready, and he's coming for the header, but we obviously got to cross the tracks. So we're just going to put the header behind this trailer just across the railway to get clear of here, so we're not waiting for to cross the tracks and then waiting for another tractor to arrive. Of course, when we went out tractor pulling, we took all the big pins with us, so there was no pin in the back of the trailer, so I had to take the one out of the block so that we can just pull it across the tracks. There we go, so Rob's crossed now. I'm going to go now with the combine, and then we're clear of this. Typical though, and then we had to wait for train, and there's Andrew just appeared at the far end of the track, but at least we can all cross in one go. Quick header swap. The oilseed rape seems to be coming up there. There's a few volunteers to knock out with barley and brome and things, so we'll get that done. And I feel the other side's not looking so bad as well, hopefully. So off we go. Right, I'm cutting this field now. Can you see there's an oak tree there and an oak tree there, and look at the curves in the cut in the beans where the trees have took the moisture. So the canopy of that tree must come right out to here, and it's took all the moisture out of that ground just for them oak trees to keep going, and obviously the beans haven't. Just into this other field obviously now. This is doing well actually. This one was drilled with the Claydon drill, and it's reading 218, 23 beyond place is just nearly touching 2.5, and then I've seen 2.9 and 3.1 in places in the field as well. So he's just climbing up now, 2.55, 2.6 in a minute ago. Does look well. And this did look the best field all year, but yeah, I'm happy with that at the moment. Should easily average over 2 tonne. So that's 2 tonne of beans per acre, not 2 tonne a hectare. Right, we've got an amazing sunset there coming up, and we've got the birthday bump, which I'm going to have to do on the window before it goes dark. So happy birthday Benjamin, Poppy and Samantha, and anyone else whose birthday is today that is on there. The birthday bumper now is over 9,000 quid, which is amazing. So thanks to everyone that's been watching today. If you've made it this far, please click like, and if you're not subscribed, click subscribe. We do a video every day of what's going on the farm, and I will see you all tomorrow when it's a Tuesday, but it'll feel like a Monday all day, won't it? Because today's been a bank holiday. Anyway, see you later. Thanks for watching. Oh, sorry, yeah, one last thing. Check out the real Countryfile that was out today, and the link is below this video so you can see that.